Crash Bandicoot, the third place guy when it comes to iconic platformer mascots. And actually, I'm going to take that back because I made that claim without doing any research. But all that, anyway. Crash Bandicoot has had a rough 10 years after the pinnacle of the series came out in 2007. Up until the Trilogy remaster came out. Just a beautiful moment for gaming, dude. Nobody wants to see a mascot like Crash Bandicoot get left in the dust, so seeing him come back was great to see. And it wasn't just that one game. They also got Crash Team Racing and a good proper sequel to the third game in the trilogy, the original one. A game that is universally beloved by Crash Bandicoot fans, especially the Crash Bandicoot leader, bro. My man Wampa. But since these fans are clearly not, I wanted to talk about this game. Now, first of all, we have to talk about the presentation. It's top notch. I don't think anybody's going to argue this point either. From the format to the graphics to the art style to the animation, this game looks phenomenal. And this was true with the 2017 remaster. Something to note is that these games do look very different, alright? Crash looks like a Muppet in the first game. So yeah, this cartoon style is better. That goes for anything styled like this, like child fiction, because every time people try to make these things look realistic, it's just like, no man, like no bro. But what's more important? How a game looks or how it is? Crash Bandicoot's gameplay is tight, bro. The mechanics of controlling Crash are better than ever. The game feels so smooth, the presentation is just infectious everywhere. Every level has a good amount of new mechanics to play around with. Crash has to collect a bunch of Ooga masks for Halloween, and they give him some crazy abilities, bro. And the levels are aware of this, alright? Of course, the experience here is so controlled because of the Crash Bandicoot linear level design, and this has been the main appeal of the series since it started. I think it works well for the player experiencing new ideas and mechanics quickly with the super tight gameplay and focus of the level design. It also helps that they scrapped all the garbage from the old games, like riding your bike around. Wait, except they didn't. This game, unfortunately, has a lot of dumb mechanics and moments, alright? Every time you have to ride something, like a boat or a bear, the game is just not polished, alright? Especially with hitboxes. Also, playing as the big girl or Entropy, it can be interesting, but it's like taking like way too far most of the time. Like, it's not as good as just playing as Crash. And also, like, the last level, dude, or the last levels do not do a good job with difficulty, with these super lazy, like, laser platforming where it looks like it's like a user-created level. There's also a lot of moments that just do not feel inspired in these levels. Like, for the most part, it is enjoyable, but it just doesn't feel that consistently, like, good, you know? And that's the story of Crash Bandicoot. For the most part, good, but sometimes just, like, small things that just drag it down, you know? Keeping it from being like a really good game. But the actual story of this game, yeah, I don't know. It's fine. I don't know. It's like super basic, but I don't even know why I'm talking about it because like it's not even important. Like I will say, like unlike like Ratchet, it's not like in the way of the gameplay, and that's good, you know. But yeah, whatever the story, you know, it doesn't matter in this game that much. And then we don't have anything, nothing. This game is $60 and it offers just a good single player mode that you can complete in like 12 hours. I really don't know what else we could have gotten, but that's the thing, bro. Platformer Crash Bandicoot games are really just for hardcore Crash fans to try and 100% it. There's like a multiplayer mode where you have to like play the same levels and pass the controller around. There's inverted mode where you have to play the same levels. There's flashback tapes, which are just more the same, but way less inspired. In the end, Crash Bandicoot might be one of the most iconic, but it ends up being just a game that takes part in the return of platformers. Something that you can just pull up as an example when listing the games. But compared to stuff like Bowser's Fury or Psychonauts, Crash Bandicoot still has to grow. If they want to make a more fully realized experience, they're going to have to put in the work, right? But I think Toys for Bob, it got shut down to work on Call of Duty. That sucks ass. This game is way better than Warzone, bro. 6 out of 10.